There we go.
Why do you always wait for my reaction to be like, come on?
I enjoy your reaction.
It's like, are we doing it?
Yes, we are.
Every
What's up,
single
y'all?
time he's just like, hey, for at least 3 seconds, I need you to be quiet. And I'm like, then freaking 5 seconds go by, and I'm like,
later, I can't hold my breath any much longer.
I can't do it.
Okay, I get to finally enjoy my cup of
Oh,
coffee.
shoot, we never pulled it up. We're not even ready.
Pulled what up? I got it right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at you.
I know.
I'm proud of you.
Today we're going to be talking about the 5 love languages.
Hey, we said we were going to do it, and we're doing it.
Now, I do want you to know that while I was on shift, I actually pulled up the 5 love languages just to kind of refresh myself a little bit.
Oh, yeah? How'd that go?
So, I know for a fact that, like, reading them...
You're surviving right now.
You hot?
It's hot.
Really?
I'm hot.
I'm drinking a hot cup of coffee, too.
This is probably going to come off at some point during this stream because I can't.
You want me to turn the AC up or no?
Just a little bit.
It's like the highest it'll go without hearing it on.
Oh, no, then I don't want to do it. No, not for the sake of the stream. No, turn it down.
Okay.
Yeah, not for the sake of the stream, man.
Well, I mean, the fan
Wait,
is
no,
on.
no, podcast.
For the sake of the podcast.
I'm so used to saying stream. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. So you're
I mean,
at work.
we are going to be getting into streaming this.
We're coming back, y'all.
Da-na-na-na-na. I'm excited.
Coming back, yeah.
So we released our intro video.
Yeah.
And
I'm so excited.
I'm super excited. And not only we're going to be streaming again, but we're still going to continue to do our podcasts.
Yep.
I think we're going to slowly work our way into doing our podcasts live. But for now, we're just going to keep recording and then publish them on YouTube until we get more, I guess, feedback. Or when we get people.
I'm getting great feedback.
Probably when we get people,
Yeah.
like other couples or someone that wants to join us, then we'll probably go live or something. I don't know.
Coming to you soon, Isaac and Melissa shall be here live and in person.
Hopefully that'll be soon.
Yeah. No, it's going to happen. I'm going to force them to. Yeah.
So anyways, so
So you were at work and you were reading up on the 5 love languages.
I know what some of yours are. I know your main ones.
Oh,
and I know my main ones.
All right, go. Let's see.
So your main one is quality time.
Yes.
And acts of service.
Yeah.
The fifth one is the
first one? I can't read it.
That's the fifth one is physical touch, and the first one is words of affirmation.
Gotcha. Okay, so you have them memorized.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I am, for me. Okay, so you are.
Can I guess yours?
You are acts of service and quality time.
Can I guess yours?
Yeah, guess mine.
Okay.
I already know
so
which
yours
one mine
is
are.
physical touch. It is.
Okay.
You enjoy a lot of it.
A little, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean a little bit?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's a part of it, yeah. Okay, keep going.
I know I'm right. And then also, acts of service. What was the last one?
The last one's physical touch.
Oh, no, what was the first one?
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
Yep. And
Words of, oh, well, come on.
I'm very
Acts of service. Yeah, acts of service
like
because when I do things for you.
So like I like to do gifts.
Oh, you like to receive gifts?
Not receive, but like I'm a gifty type person. Like I always try to buy people stuff.
But that says receiving.
I know it's receiving, but like
But there is a part of it to where some people enjoy
not receiving
giving.
but giving gifts.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if you've noticed, but like every time that you're sad, what do? I go out and buy you something.
You go out and get me something, yeah.
Because I want to make you happy.
Yeah.
Or I always buy the kids something. Or I like to buy things for people just to see the reaction.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a good quality to have though, because you're very giving and you're very.
No, I'm not ready for premium. So I am very words of affirmation. I do like to have that reassurance.
Yes.
I like to rehear it.
Reassurance.
I like to rehear it. I like to keep hearing you tell me you love me.
You know what I find funny now that you've told me that those are your love languages,
Mm-hmm.
now that you've said that, I've realized that sometimes the way that you show me love is the way that you want love. So you tell me every single day how beautiful I am, and you reassure me how gorgeous I am, and you tell me all the time, because that's the way that you want expressed love. Okay. Yeah. And then also, anytime like I'm feeling down or I'm sad or anything like that, you love like giving me gifts to cheer me up, because that's your way of like showing love and being like, here, be happy.
I guess that's the way of my act of service, maybe.
But you have to remember, like, one of the things that I know that you're just like, wow, this girl's a little bit different. Remember the first birthday gift I ever gave you?
Yeah. I definitely remember it.
I barely knew this man and his very first birthday gift, because we met in July.
Yep.
And then his birthday's in August. So, like, what, a month later?
Yeah.
Yeah. A month later, I was just like, this is my boyfriend. It's his birthday. I'm going to give him $100 gift cards at Tilly's, and then I took you shopping.
Yo, no one has ever done that for me. It literally blew me away.
Is that Isaac? It's too early.
No, it is about that time.
Is it? I am so sorry. I am a mom of 3, so there are going to be times where I have to go I'm out of breath. I ran.
I know, but like I was just like, 5 love languages. All right, what's next?
Okay, so we were talking about how sometimes we show affection to each other the way that we want to show affection towards, like how we want to be treated. So I know that for me, it's like acts of service. So I will do things for you, like without you asking me, like make you coffee in the morning, or like I told you I was going to trim the bushes and the grass.
I honestly don't remember you telling me that. And then you just did it.
Yeah, I just did it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be like, hey, you want me to go ahead and do that? Or do you want to do it? Like, no, I just went ahead and did it. Or like the trash, that's your job, but I still do it because I'm trying to take the load off of you. Yeah. And I show love to you that way, to where I'm just like, I want to make sure that, you know, you're taken care of, or packing your lunch, or, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy it when you pack my lunch.
I know.
I really do enjoy it. I don't get it all the time, but I do really enjoy it.
I'm a little bit lacking in that department sometimes.
It literally makes my day, like,
I know,
a lot more better. It makes my day...
Feeding you makes you happy.
It really does.
I gave him a steak dinner last night with, like, loaded with onions on top, and he's just like, you're the best wife ever.
It was the best.
Taking pictures, and he's just like, I'm gonna send these to my dad. You jealous, right, Dad? Look what I'm having. Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so good.
We're foodies. We're big foodies. We like food. And then the other one that's mine is quality time. Mm-hmm. So remember how you got me into video games in the first place?
Yeah.
I just wanted to spend time with you, and I'm just like, you know what? Instead of, you know, trying to get him to do what I want to do, why don't I try to do what he likes to do? So that was my way of being like, all right, I need to get into something that he's into. Video games. You like video games. You like to spend time on video games. And I'm like, I can learn. And then now I'll
you
kick him. Bye.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I told Isaac.
You did? What did you say?
And I told Pilkey. I told him, I was just like, "Yo, Whitney about whooped my butt in the game. I was getting scared.
So we did a 1v1 last night. Sniper v sniper. Snipers only on Call of Duty. And I was doing so good in the beginning. I was scaring you a little bit.
Yo, you had me kind of nervous.
But he did beat me. I got 17 kills and you got 24. But I was close, and I did scare you.
You were leading for a little bit.
I was.
And I was just like, bro, what's going on with
You're
me?
just like, what's
I
going
was like, yo,
on?
how is she aiming down so fast?
With
and
my
just getting
slow-ass scope, it's
and
like...
hitting the shots. And
I'm really good with a sniper.
So I'll tell you this, though. I low-key cheated.
No, you didn't. You said that you hate cheaters.
No, I do hate cheaters, but, like, it technically wasn't...
How'd you cheat?
I took the scope off. The only way I was able to beat you was without a scope.
I want a rematch. I want a
freaking
rematch.
Okay, hold on. It was still.
If you cheated, I want a rematch.
It's still a rifle. I still classify it as a bolt action rifle, but I will admit
I was so proud of myself.
I had
last
to
night.
take the scope off just to beat you, and I didn't want to tell you that.
Damn! I want a rematch. I want to beat you.
But I mean, at least I'm coming forward and I'm telling you.
True. I appreciate the honesty.
I
also,
honestly want you to know I had to take the scope off because I was
felt
nervous.
Threatened.
Because I couldn't challenge you with it.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That actually makes me feel really good. The fact that you're
Really?
just like, this bitch. I gotta
literally-
step up my game. Okay,
I
literally.
had to take the scope off my SPR to have a chance. I'm dead ass.
Deadass?
Dead ass.
That's awesome.
If I didn't take that scope off, I would
See,
have lost.
look.
But I will admit though, like, it didn't seem like the last time I played. It just seemed different.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
that's because
like usually
you
like
had
my
to,
scope is like more full screenish.
and my scope's normally quicker.
But like if for some reason it was like the scope was smaller. Like when I would aim down sight, usually the scope picture would be like,
Big.
hey y'all.
Yeah.
It's a big circle.
Now it's like,
just like a little circle. It's like it doesn't zoom me in as much. And I was just like, why am I
okay.
not getting zoomed in as much?
Yeah.
I was like,
Well,
maybe it's the sight or the
yeah.
type of scope I was using, but
No, I could see that because like I got lucky in the scope that I had. We are talking
we're way
off topic. Way off topic. I am so sorry, you guys. So back to
we were talking about Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Okay, so
You can see how much we appreciate the things
we
like
appreciate the game.
the side.
By the way, if you're
hobbies?
playing the game, you just lost.
Was it like the side hobbies? What is it like? Hobbies that we do together? Things that we do together? We enjoy those very much together. I think every couple needs something that they both love to do
That,
together.
but also, I feel like couples also need to have things that they like to do separately.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Because you can't do everything together.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, sometimes there's got to be something that's mutual that you both
Yeah.
have to, like, have a passion for.
Yeah,
What
for
dude
some
doesn't
people,
have
like,
a passion for games?
There's like, I know that your sister and her husband, they like to go fishing. They love to go boating and stuff like that. They like to get out.
They like to go out and do things.
Yeah. Me, on the other hand, I'm just like, I don't want to get sunburned, so I'm going to stay inside.
Yeah.
I do like going out, though, but on
You do.
occasion. Occasion. Like, if we're going hiking, that's like a once a year type of thing.
I think I have a hard time mentally dealing with it.
Like, we got to go outside.
I got to drag the kids up this mountain, or at least one of them. Two of them.
You know, honestly, the only people that influence you to actually go out and do things is your parents. And, like, of course, your family and everything. But, like, you're just like we would have never made that trip to go to the castle. And
yeah, no.
never.
If it wasn't
Because
for my parents.
we would just be like, that is too far away. That is too far of a walk up that hill. I don't want to do that with the kids. That's going to be like, and we're going to walk up, see the castle, ooh, pretty, and then go back down. Like, it's not,
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem like worth it in our heads. But then when your parents were here, it's just like, I want to show them the castle. While they're here, they need to see everything. So we did it for them. But it was like, it was one of my favorite parts about the trip. I
It
loved
was rough
seeing
on
the
us,
castle.
but I mean, like, it was definitely worth it.
rough. The fact that we went downhill on the carriage, and we're just like, oh shoot, we could have taken a carriage.
We could have taken it up. But the experience of actually going up.
Yeah, it was
Was
worth
not
it.
bad.
I feel bad for your dad though, because he did not need that.
No.
He did not need that. Neither did your mom, but your mom was pushing it. Honestly, I think she's more in shape than I am. Yeah.
She
100.
walks a lot.
Yeah. I believe it.
She does walk a lot.
She was getting up there. I was heavy breathing, and your mom's just like, "Come on, girl, let's go."
We were the
Few more
ones
miles.
that we had to take over pushing the stroller.
She did. She had to take over the stroller because I was dying.
And we're young.
I know. Your mom was killing it. Okay, so we need to get back to the topic. Again, we're all over the place. So let's take it one by one so that way we could stay a little bit on topic. All right, so words of affirmation. So do you want to describe what that is in your own words?
I guess
Since you're the one that likes it so much.
just being I think it's just being you got to communicate in a relationship.
Mhm.
And I think if you can't communicate your like your words, like your affect, like if you can't communicate, some people
suck at communicating.
Yeah, some people suck at communicating. Yeah.
Simple.
And I feel like if you can't talk about things, I feel like that area you're going to lack in. And it's going to cause issues because you got to communicate things with one another.
Yeah.
I think being verbal emotionally
Mhm.
or expressing emotions is very helpful.
It is because
for
some
me,
people
that's just me.
people aren't mind readers.
Yeah.
And I know that we're going to sound like a broken record when we say that. They're not. Like, the person across from you doesn't know exactly how you're feeling.
Yeah.
So if you don't express like, "Hey, I want you to do this more," or "Hey, I don't like it when you do this," or telling them exactly what's on your mind, they might never figure it out. You might drop hints all day long. They're not going to figure it out.
And some people enjoy compliments.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
definitely.
I think it even goes for work too, like being a good leader.
Mhm.
You got to like tell your employees, "Hey, you're doing a good job."
Yeah. So
Because if you're not verbal,
that's one thing that I remember you telling me about, is that for people it's different. Some people do really good when they're under pressure or when they get criticized, like, "Hey, you need to do better, like you need to toughen up," and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some people thrive off of that. It encourages them and it gets them going. But other people like me and you, saying that you're doing great, you're doing wonderful, you're doing a great job, that makes you want to do better.
Yeah.
So like I see that, but that's how I've always been. So like when I got into sports, I hated it because that's all it was "You need to do better. Why can't you do this? I saw you do this yesterday. Why can't you get this ball?" Like, instead of just like, and I had one coach that wasn't even my coach. It was a boys coach. And he was just like, "Hey, you're doing really good. You just need to practice a little bit more, but you're doing good. Just keep practicing. And I promise you, you're going to get into like a really good college. You'll have a scholarship because you're tall." He's like, "Make it work for you." But I didn't have him as a coach. I had this mean lady who hated me. I don't know why, but she hated me so much. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I get bullied by a coach. This is not okay. So I ended up quitting. But, words of affirmation, I see in a lot of people. Some people need to hear that they're loved or hear that they're doing good, or biggest one, hear that I'm proud of you. Saying that, like, especially if somebody's going through, like, let's just say somebody's going through, like, where they were addicted to something, or let's just say they
just were struggling with something.
We're struggling with something, and then they're trying their best to, like, get away from it. Just you saying you're proud of them could be enough to encourage them to do to continue. Now, if you don't ever say anything, they're just like, why am I even doing this? Like, it felt better when I was doing whatever I was doing,
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's definitely important. Just compliments. Yeah. both in a relationship and both like outside of a relationship, like just work-wise, work-related. I think a good leader, compliments his team, letting them know how good of a job that they're doing.
Yeah.
Or, I get it. Like, if people are slacking in a work environment, definitely, say, hey, you got to step it up. But
I feel like that's for more
up,
people that have a I don't care attitude.
Yeah.
That's when they need a little slap on the face, like, yo, get your crap
But
together.
when they do,
yeah,
let them know. Like,
let them know that they're doing a good
you're doing
job.
a good job.
Like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Good job, man. I think that really kind of touches on words of affirmation.
Yeah.
So if you
Just
have a
being
partner
verbal.
who has the words of affirmation as their love language, if you know that their face really lights up when you give them a compliment or whatever, or when you tell them how you're feeling, or when you tell them how much you love them, continue to do it. Continue to tell them. One thing that he does for me every single day is he tells me how beautiful I am, because I know when I first met you, I was very insecure. I did not feel beautiful. I was more like, this dude actually finds me attractive. Awesome. But like, I didn't have the best confidence in the world. But you built up my confidence.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I can tell you every day how beautiful you are, but to build it, it takes me telling you every day for years.
Every day, yeah.
And I will continue to tell you every day for years.
I know. And I feel very beautiful.
But, yeah, I like to build you up and tell you how I feel.
Because words hurt, man. And their words can also be encouraging.
Yeah.
So watch what you say. So
you move on to acts of service?
Yeah, well, I'll move on to acts of service. So acts of service, people with this love language feel loved when their partner helps them or does things for them. Now this is one of my love languages. 100%. I love it.
Yeah.
When my man does the dishes, oh, it's so sexy. When my man gets up and watches the kids and lets me sleep in, I love it. Oh,
I know.
Oh, I wake, and then when I wake up and there's fresh coffee made, like, I made you coffee, baby, and ooh, it's even better when there's breakfast. Ooh. So stuff like that, I'm just like, I love you, thank you, I feel so loved. So yeah, that's definitely mine, 100%, because I really like it when, I know that I tell people, don't be like, you're not a mind reader, don't tell. But it's just like one of those things, like when you do those little things for me without me having to ask you, means a whole lot more to me, because I didn't have to, I didn't ask you to do that. You just did it. Mm-hmm. And that's why it means a lot more to me than like me saying, hey, take out the trash. You take out the trash. I'm like, oh, cool. But like you doing it without me having to ask, like to me, that's like you thought about it. You're just like, oh, let me go ahead and take care of this. And me seeing that, I'm just like, thank you. I really appreciate that. That really means a lot to me. So
I do love doing it. Like, I do love surprising you, because I know how much you enjoy it.
I do. He will surprise me by like, oh, I think one of the best surprises that you did was well, this one's, I know you've done better, but like I forget what it was, but we had like a party like the night before. I don't know if it was in Oklahoma or whatever, but we had a big party. The house got trashed.
And then you woke up
and I woke up the next morning. The house was spotless. And I was just like, thank you. I didn't have to clean up beer bottles and beer caps and wasted drinks and food trays. Like, you did it all, and it was so nice. I was like, thank you. That meant a lot to me, and I got to actually relax that day when I thought I had to be cleaning.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a few times where we did have a party, and
like my birthday party where you did confetti. Okay, this is actually a funny this is actually a hilarious story, and I think it's hilarious. My last birthday that I had, was it 26? I'm 26 now. Can't remember. My 26th birthday party, we had our friends over, and it was kind of like almost like a little surprise party in a way, but I knew that Because you didn't tell me you were doing anything. You made it like...
I made it look like we were broke.
Yeah, so he made it seem like we were broke.
Yeah.
So he's just like, we ain't going to do much for your birthday. I'm like, it's okay, babe. And he's like, I don't even know if we'll have a cake. I'm like, that's fine. It's okay. He's like, all right. Gets me a cake. Gets me decorations. Decorates the whole house. Invites my friends over. Has like this nice, cute cake that you got. But it was so nice. But...
We made a mess with confetti.
Apparently they forgot the confetti, and they're just like, come back in here, Whitney. And they made me come back into a room, and they popped the confetti everywhere. And the very next day, my husband had to go into work.
We had to go to work that day.
Oh, that night you guys had to go into work. And then you had to work the next day too, so I was stuck cleaning it up.
I felt so bad. It was like we had this big, awesome party, had to go to work, and you were cleaning it up while we were at work, and I just felt so bad. I felt so bad.
Can we make, from now on, no more confetti?
All right, no more confetti.
No, not even. I was about to say, unless it's outside, but no, not even outside.
No confetti
that's even
at all.
worse.
Yeah.
No confetti.
Just no confetti.
No confetti.
Deal.
Not
even the stuff you sprinkle on a table.
No. I hate that
like
stuff.
Like the stars or the hearts.
Do you know that we moved from that house to this house, and I still found those freaking sprinkle little stars, and I'm just like, mofo. Like, this was at our old house. How is this here? We moved it.
Yeah. No more. I'm 100% down for that.
Ever again. If you buy them, I'm going to throw them in the trash. Okay? All right. So back on topic.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know that you love surprises.
Yeah.
And I know that's why
I do like surprises.
That's why I kind of did it that way for your last birthday.
Yeah.
And sorry, I had to go to work after.
Hey, I still loved it. And also the part of cleaning up the confetti makes me laugh. Like, that shit was funny. It's just like, hey, surprise birthday party, confetti. Okay, we gotta go to work. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna clean all this up.
So receiving gifts. I like to give gifts.
But some people like receiving gifts. Like, okay, for example, my mom's actually one of them.
Really?
Well, oh, she might not be. So you know how my mom has a ring on every single finger?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I think Tommy's love language is giving gifts because he does that for her.
Well, I don't think giving gifts is one, but like it's kind of like
it isn't one, but it could be one.
It's got to fall up under something.
But that's what the way, like, he likes giving her rings. So some people like
acts of service, does things for them, or giving them something. That could probably fall up under it.
Yeah, I guess. So receiving gifts, some people feel loved when you give them something. Yeah. Like, hey, but it doesn't have to be jewelry. It doesn't have to be like expensive stuff. It could just be like, hey, I saw that you really liked that book and you've been talking about that book, but you don't have that book. I got that book for you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the little things, like where somebody...
They remember the little things of conversations, and then they don't let it go, and then they go out and get it for them.
Yeah, so like that kind of gifts, like those are the really special ones to where you can tell that the person's really interested in what you like, what you're thinking, what your likes, and like just you can tell that they're listening, and that's like one of the things where you kind of take it back and you're just like, oh, you remembered that.
Yeah.
Oh, like I told you about this book that I really liked and you went and got it. Like, how did you? Okay. And it's like, for some people that means a lot to them. And that's how they're just like, this person must really care about me because they're actually listening to like the things that I care and like. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be jewelry. Now, some people it is jewelry. Some people really like fancy things and they like getting fancy things. And when you give them fancy things, they feel loved. I'm not one of those types of people, so I can't really say anything on that topic.
Yeah.
But for me, that's how I see it. Like, not just, jewelry. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not much of a jewelry wearer.
It's funny because I was looking at jewelry for you the other day.
Yeah.
For Mother's Day. But I was like, Winnie's not really. Winnie's, you're not really a jewelry person.
I'm not. How about this? Instead, can you get me some food? Feed me.
Yeah.
I'm really easy to please. Just take me out to eat.
Usually when you're upset, I always think of food. Like, what can I get this girl food wise?
What does she want to eat?
Let me make this girl happy. That's me though too.
Yeah. But we vibe off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a foodie.
Which I'm really happy because like I feel like that's why we get along so well. Our interests very much align.
We like food. We like to eat. We like sushi and candy.
Sushi?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have sushi?
We could probably make some.
Oh, I just made some. I don't want to make it. I want to go and eat it and enjoy. I don't want to work on Mother's Day. Sorry. I'm not working.
I have to.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I work this Mother's Day.
Night shift?
Yep. I'm sorry. I'll see if I can get it off, but everyone's got mothers, so.
It's fine. Everybody's got a mama.
Highly doubt it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
Iris gave me a great Mother's Day.
I feel like, really?
Yeah,
the
that Mother's Day tea thing,
tea.
like, I felt so special, and it was so sweet, so that honestly, that is kind of like all that I needed, so I don't expect anything, but that really meant a lot to me, that little
Wait until our
tea
kids
party.
get old enough, though.
And they start doing stuff.
When they start doing stuff for us, for like Mother's Day. They start like making like paper origami and
I'm gonna
writing,
save all of it in a
and
box.
like drawing or writing notes saying "I love you, Mom."
Just seeing like she did that because they're on her little paper bag thing. It's just I can't read it because she wrote everything. You know how the teacher? Well, no. Oh wait, you weren't there for the meeting. So my daughter, she knows how to spell some words, but sometimes her brain will flip and she will do it. She'll make the whole sentence backwards.
That's how my brain works.
Yeah.
It's dyslexia. It's being dyslexic.
They said that it's not. So they said that she's still in kindergarten, so that's not really considered dyslexia because they say that.
But isn't that being like where you write things out backwards or your brain kind of flips?
Yes. So sometimes your brain flips it. They said it's not considered dyslexia yet. But if it continues, then it is. Yeah. But she's just in kindergarten.
Like still to this day, it affects me.
Really?
Yeah, like I'll be writing something down and then I'll write it backwards. I'm like, oops. And I'll go back and I'll do it.
How have I never known this about you?
You don't know that?
No. Yo, you have dyslexia?
I don't think I have it, but I will write things backwards.
That's dyslexia.
To this day. Is that bad?
I don't know. I think it's dyslexia.
Is it a bad thing?
Dyslexia.
But like if
no,
I
it's not a bad thing.
I catch it though. Like I'll do it. I'll literally write it down. I'll be like, oh, whoops, and then I'll rewrite it. So it's not like I have it. Now
you need to do some research on dyslexia. You might have
So it's not like I have it because I correct it.
That's how dyslexics be like, oh, I need to. I don't know. I don't know much about dyslexia. I need to do research on it. I'll get back to you. You know me and my research. Okay, so we touched on receiving gifts.
Yeah.
Not really my kind of thing, but I can see it in the other way of like, people listening and getting things that they hear that you like. Yeah. It means a lot. Anything?
Quality time. Okay, I will admit, y'all. I will admit, I struggled so much. with this, especially the first 3 years of our marriage.
Yeah.
With quality time. Because, like, it was like, for me, growing up, quality meant, like, we're in the same house. Like, oh, I know Mom's in the living room, and I'm chilling in the kitchen eating something. That's, like, I know that Mom's there, so I know that I'm spending quality time with my family. Because we're all in the same house.
Okay.
Like, even though we're all busy doing activities,
you're not in the same room, but
we're
you're
not
in the
really
same
in the same
house.
room, but we're in the same house. We're spending time together. Like, we're not going out.
Yeah.
And that was like a form of quality time. Now, I get it. Like, we spent every dinner at the dinner table together as a family.
See, that is quality time right there.
Every dinner, we would sit down at the dinner table pray, and have conversations.
And
every
that's
night.
what I loved so much about your family, because
So
I was like, it was almost like a culture shock to me. Like when I went to go hang out with your family for the first few times, like I had dinner at their house, I wasn't used to that, because I'm so used to grab your plate, go sit in front of the TV.
No, not in our house.
Yeah.
I mean, there was times where we did, very rare though, but I mean, like we did. Like there was times that we'd all go in the living room and eat, or there'd be times that we would, you know.
Yeah, my parents would only do that on like special occasions, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or like a celebration dinner. It was only like special occasions we would eat all at the table, TV off. Yeah.
Not every dinner.
Yeah. That's why I like that we do that now.
So I think it's because I spent so much quality time with my family that like quality time, just being in the same room or being just in the
it wasn't
in the same
as
house,
important to you.
It wasn't as important because we were always together.
See, now that makes sense now, because that's one of my things, is because I felt like I didn't spend enough quality family time growing up, because we were all kind of like in our own little bubbles doing our own little things. And
I couldn't even imagine what that's like.
Yeah. My brother would always be in his room doing something, playing video games, doing some kind of project, making stuff.
This coffee made me tired.
ADHD, really, man. It affects us so horribly in the worst ways.
It's supposed to wake me up.
I know, but for ADHD, it's like it's reverse. Sometimes it will make you sleepy. It sucks. But yeah, and then like I'd be in my room doing my own little thing. I'd be either drawing or doing my makeup or just doing my own thing, and you know, my mom would be watching her ID channel. It's like we all kind of like kept our space from each other, I guess. And then when we went and did something together, like we all go out, we all do it, we all
really,
yeah. So like that's why my version of quality time when I first met you was going out and doing something, because that's what I was used to. Was, hey, if we're spending time together, we got to go out and do it. That makes
sense.
Yeah,
because we spent so much time together that like when it was like going out to the store was trying to get a break from one another. It was like mom was just like, all right, I need a break from the family. I'm gonna go out and go grocery shopping. Yeah. So mom would go grocery shopping. Dad and us would stay. I mean, yeah, there would be times where we would, like, us as all of the kids would go out to give dad a break. Yeah. But I mean, like, going to the store was like trying to give each other a break from each other because we spent so much time together.
It was so much time.
So that makes more sense when we were living in Oklahoma, why you would be like, let's go out, let's go out, let's go out, let's go out, let's go out. It was just like, I want to stay home, you go out, you know?
And then I got sad.
And then you get sad. I didn't really understand. But it was that quality time that you wanted.
But at the same time, my version of quality time was going out and doing things, because that's what I was used to growing up.
Yeah.
Was that if we were going to spend time together, we go out and do something together. But the way that you grow up is quality time is like, you're in the same room, you guys eat at the same table, you guys always talk to each other, pass each other by, like you're always in each other's
even for bubbles. Lunch. Like even for lunch, it was dinner table.
Yeah. So you guys had a lot of quality time together.
Yeah. Breakfast, not so very much, because Dad would always be out the door by the time we would all sit down. But we would all sit down and have breakfast together. I ate breakfast alone most of my life.
Really? Oh yeah, because my mom worked night shifts though. So like she'd be sleeping when I would wake up, and I would get ready for school by myself. And sometimes I'd eat with my brother, but most of the time, like, because we would go to different schools, so different times or whatever. But it's either I would get ready, get on the bus and go, or I know sometimes she would drive me. But yeah.
There's a few years my mom worked that she would have to work through the night at like a hotel. Yeah. But I mean, we're always there together. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just about. Except for Dad. I mean, Dad obviously had to go to work early. But sometimes, like when he was like off, dinner table, breakfast, lunch, and dinner
down here.
Like we're all having breakfast together. We're all having lunch together. We're all having dinner together. It was that way my almost my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty special. I actually really like that. That's one thing that like I saw through your family that I really enjoyed and that I liked that we're implementing in our new family together.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I like that. I like that aspect. And, you know, like, but from my side is that when my daughter gets a little bit older, she's going to want a little bit more personal space, which I'm all for. It's just like.
But she's going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner
exactly. With us. So that's why I'm like, she can have her space and do her own thing. Because I remember wanting my own, when I was a teenager, I was just like, I don't want to, like, I want to have my own room. I want to have my own space. I want to do my own thing. So, like, I see that aspect, but at the same time, like, I agree with breakfast, lunch, dinner, spend it together, have those quality family times. Because even though she might not like it when she's a teenager, she's going to appreciate it when she's an adult.
Yeah.
So.
Physical touch.
That's the next subject.
This is a big one, though, because
it is.
Like in some relationships where women will like dangle the physical part of it.
Dangling sex, being like, if you want sex, you're gonna have to do
X, Y, and Z,
or I'm not having sex with you because I'm mad at you, or I'm not gonna have sex with you until you get a job.
I mean,
get a job, you hobo.
I mean, why are you even in a relationship if you're jobless?
Oh, so, you know.
I mean, for people that are like.
Some people hit rocky roads. Some people have downs. You at one point were jobless.
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that like years without jobs.
Okay, well that's different. Than
years where they spent years jobless, and then or they work at a place for like a couple months and then they quit, and then it's just like 6 months, 12 months later, they're living off of unemployment for a year.
Yeah.
I mean, work on yourself before you get into a relationship.
We're getting off of the topic.
Yeah.
Physical touch. Some people need... So this is like people's love languages. So in order for this person to feel loved, they need the physical touch. If you don't hug them that often... Like for me, I will literally go up to you and be like, I need a hug.
Yes, I'm tracking.
I need a hug.
All the time.
Or I'll jump on you and be like, I need attention.
I need attention. I need attention. It's just like, oh, come here. Come here. Yeah.
So sometimes we just... There's this one TikTok that I saw that this girl, God bless her, because she was sad. She was crying. But like she's basically gone a long time without like physical touch, like not hugging somebody like in a romantic relationship, because she's been like single for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And she was on TikTok and she was in tears, and she's like, I can't explain it, but like I feel like she's like, I just want someone to hug me. And she's like, I don't know what, she's like, I don't even know how to express this feeling, but like, I haven't been like actually hugged and loved for like 5 years now. And I feel so empty inside. And I'm like, I would feel that way too. Damn. Like I was feeling so bad. I'm just like, girl, if you were right here, I'd give you a hug.
I mean, dang, go to church.
Go to church.
People hug you.
Oh, people love to give hugs at church.
People will give you a hug.
Hi, brother. Thank you for coming. Hello. What's up? Yeah. See, that's the one I love church. I do. But for me, I love physical touch from you and you alone. Anyone else, including my children, I'm just like, don't fucking touch me. Don't touch me. I don't like I don't like a lot of touching. So like when our kids are like all over me all the time, like jumping on me and stuff, I'm like, I need space. It's too much. And then like when we go out in public and I meet strangers, like, I don't know what it is, but like when you're meeting a stranger and they go in for like a handshake or like a hug, or I'm like,
yeah, it's a little awkward.
It is awkward because I'm not much of a
hugger.
I am though, like, but that's if I am a hugger when I
have
have like some kind of relationship with the person. Like if they're a friend or like I've known them for a while or like something like to where I have some kind of built
relationship
with them.
Something.
And then I become very touchy and like hugger. Like I love you so much. But complete strangers, no. I don't like being touched. I don't even like people standing near me very closely.
Yeah, I can't stand that. Yeah. When someone's like right on me in the store, it's just like
you feel their breath.
Get off me, bro.
Yo.
I guess you don't know what a personal bubble is.
Well, that's okay. We're in Germany, so that's a bit of a culture shock.
I mean,
because they stand so close.
It's everybody.
It's mostly here in Europe, though.
But like, it's everybody. It's Americans, too.
Okay, well, no, because in America, we're more about personals. Okay.
I can't tell you how many times I've been in the BX on a military installation, and there's some American behind me too close.
Too close?
And that's where I want to do that joke where I drop something. Ooh, like it's candy.
Bin and snap.
Yeah, just to get them to back up.
Dude, that'd be so funny if you did that and like you bumped into them and be like, oh, okay, big boy. You make them feel awkward real quick.
Wow. It would make me feel awkward. But it's just like I want
sense of humor.
It's like sometimes I want to like have something that's like arm length wide and I want to spin it.
Like a hula hoop, like a bubble hula hoop.
Yeah, like I want something that's like if I can spin it, you're too close to me.
Have you ever seen those bumper stickers that's like really, really tiny and they're just like if you can read this, you're too fucking close.
Yeah.
We should have that on shirts. If you can read this, you're too fucking close. Oh, sorry. We got off topic again. Physical touch.
Yeah. If you can physically touch me, you're too close.
I like how the love language that we're talking about is physical touch, and the whole entire time we're like, "Don't fucking touch me!
Don't touch me!
Don't touch me!"
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's some people though out there that aren't physical at all, not even emotional. Like they don't express emotions. So their partner is just like, does this person really care about me? Does this person really love me?
There's the conflict is because there's so many times where somebody whose love language is physical touch meets somebody whose thing is just let's just say quality time. Like we're in the same room. I think we're doing good and we're vibing. The other person's just like, touch me. Touch me.
I don't feel loved.
I don't feel loved. Why don't you love me? And the other person's like, we're chilling. We're in the same room or we're in the same house, whatever.
So what would you say? How would you fix that in a relationship? If two people don't know their love language, and one's a very physical person and the other one isn't, they're more of a verbal person and not physical. Like how can you fix that?
Simple. Say it. I'm sorry, but there's it bothers me so much because I hear people complain about that sort of thing. They were like, oh, they don't do this for me, or they don't do that, or I don't feel like they hug me enough or love me enough. I'm just like, have you said that to them? Have you told them? Have you let them know? Like, hey, I want, like me, I need physical touch. Like, I need you to hug me. I need you to love on me. I need you to cuddle me because, like, I'm a touchy person. And when you don't love on me and touch me, I don't feel loved.
You know what we should do? We should have, like, these signs that couples can wear that displays their love language. So if they're having issues, they'll always be reminded, oh, that's right. You're the physical and the gift giving, and I'm the words of affirmation. So like when they see each other, like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
and it reminds
reminder.
them.
But
That'd be funny.
that would be kind of funny.
It'd be kind of cute too.
It would be cute. But like, learn your partner's love language.
Yeah.
It's as soon as you learn it, it's a lot easier to make them happy. Because as soon as you realize like what it takes to make them feel loved, like for example, something as simple as physical touch. But like, oh, the only way that you feel loved is if I physically touch you like more often. So guess what? You're getting forehead kisses every day. Oh, good morning, baby. Give you a hug as soon as you wake up.
Cuddle and hold hands.
We're going to cuddle. When we watch a movie on the couch, we are on the same cushion together. Blanket sharing. No pillow between us. All up on you. And you can cuddle me the entire movie. And it's like, as soon as you realize what that person's love language is, it's so easily to implement it.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't take a lot out of you. Now, gift giving, it might take some money.
I think maybe it's more of just knowing the love languages. People don't really incorporate that into their relationships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they don't take the time to understand how they are
Yeah.
as a person. Like there was never a time when we first were together, I'd be like, am I more gift giving or am I more words of affirmation? No,
Yeah.
It was never like that. It was just like, I would just go with the flow. Like I would never even think to look it up.
Or to even ask.
And now knowing them,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see how it makes our relationship function and how we are and how we can make things work.
That's why I'm really happy that they even made that book in the first place, or
Yeah.
even made these, is because I honestly feel like before they actually made a book about it, a lot of people didn't find this out until after years and years and years of marriage, to where they're like, oh, my partner really loves quality time. And I've learned that over years of knowing them. They like it when I'm in the same room as them. It doesn't matter what we're doing. We're just there together. They like that. They feel loved and appreciated when we do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So like, it's after you get to know a person to where you know the certain things that they appreciate the most.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a cheat sheet.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like you can get signs. Like if you know the 5 love languages, I feel like you can get signs of how your future partner might be by spending time with them over like a course of a couple of years. Like, I feel like you don't truly know your partner until you're with them.
You can always ask.
Well, I mean, I can sit here and tell you that I'm an acts of service when I'm really not. I could tell you what I am. I could tell you I can tell you the sky is green.
So like I said that for you, physical touch is one of them, and you're like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because you like it when I rub your head. Like,
facts, 100%.
When you're having a headache and stuff like that, or like when you're stressed out in the car, you love it when I just, rub the back of your neck to calm you down, to help you out. When you're driving or I put my hand on your knee, or if we're out and about and like I touch you in some type of way where I'm just like, hey, I'm here. You like that.
I love it.
You love it. And then of course there's sex. So you like that as well.
Love it.
I know.
But I mean, but like, I guess like anyone can say what they are.
Yeah.
When it comes to the 5 love
But when you
languages,
get to really know a person,
really
like
get
you
to
can
know
kind of
them,
tell.
Yeah, you can
like,
get to tell by their actions.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next one?
That's it.
No, physical touch was the last one?
Yeah. That's the 5 love languages.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah.
Yay!
We got through it.
We got through it. What's the time?
I don't even know. 1 episode.
1 episode. We got through it. I'm surprised. What's the time?
We are 3 minutes shy of an hour.
All right. Not too bad. Not too shabby. We did it. We got through it. It wasn't too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any conclusional things that you would like to say?
I would say, the 5 love languages are there to use. I would definitely use them. and learn your partner, I think if you truly care about your partner, I feel like you would take it, take time out of your day to really understand and take it seriously, like how you are as a person, but also how your partner is as a person.
Yeah.
What kind of ties in with them and what ties in with you? Because I didn't really, like, I was sitting at work and I was reading this and I was just like, wow, that's me. Wow, that's me. It was blowing me away. And I know me, but like to read it and be like, oh wow, that's me. Like that was like, it kind of took me back a little bit. Like, wow, that's pretty dope. Like, it helped me understand myself. And
not only does it help you understand your partner, it helps you understand yourself.
Yeah.
Like the things that, like, I just now learned, literally just now during this podcast, that the reason why I like quality time so much is because of the way that I grew up. That I take it very seriously, and like that's a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because that was the only time that.
And you kind of learned how my quality time.
Yeah.
Is.
Yeah.
We've been together for what? We've been together for almost 8 years, but we've been married for almost 6 or 7. Mm-hmm. And it's just like we learn stuff about each other every day.
Yeah. Especially through this podcast.
Yeah, even through this podcast. I mean, like,
see, this podcast was my idea, but honestly, it's also an excuse to have quality time with my husband. Straight on conversation, no interruptions, no phones. Do you know how great I am so happy right now.
And this is
making me so happy.
This has probably been a really good journey for us. Very healthy. And I mean, even if we do come on here and we just chit chat about,
random stuff
that we get sidetracked very easily.
I'm having fun though.
I enjoy it. And I would like to know if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns.
Or what's your love language? Do you know it?
Do you know your love language?
Do you know your partner's love language?
Yeah.
If you don't, ask them. And if they don't know what it is, learn together.
For sure.
Because the moment you learn what it takes to make the other person feel loved, it is so much easier to just do those things.
To do it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like, I know that this is what makes you feel loved. Now that I know that, I can start doing things that relate to that will make you feel even more loved, because I'm taking it very seriously. And you could do that for your partner as well. So like, you guys do it for each other, and it works. It works a lot.
And you incorporate in your everyday like routine. Like,
yeah, you really can.
Incorporate those new changes that can kind of gear to making your partner and yourself happy.
Yeah. Like, I'll give one example. I can touch on every single subject right here.
Okay.
Simple as, in the morning, let's just say you guys both drink coffee. Okay? Words of affirmation. Good morning, beautiful. You look gorgeous this morning. Acts of service. I made you some coffee. I already have it ready for you. Do you want me to pour the cup for you? I can get it ready for you. You go sit down. Receiving gifts. Here's your cup of coffee. I put some whipped cream and caramel on top.
And here's you some
coffee cookies. Okay, so quality time. Drink the coffee together and have a conversation, or do Bible study, or do something that you love to do together.
Talk to each other. Put your phone away. And
put your phone away
and talk to each other.
And then physical touch. Snuggle up. Boom.
All five
in one single scenario sitting of just a simple coffee. And that's it. And we do that almost every single morning that we have together. Every morning
that we have, yeah.
Not much as a physical touch, but we
get that in other parts of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like stuff like that, like you incorporate into your day, and
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big, extravagant things.
I
It
feel
can
like
be the little things.
those little things make a difference.
Oh yeah,
For
especially
sure.
when it's little things all the time. Like you do a little thing there, little thing there, little thing there, and it's always geared towards that person's love language. They are going to appreciate it, and they're going to see it, and they're going to really appreciate it. So yeah.
If you haven't already, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. You guys are awesome.
Punch it in the face.
I appreciate y'all's support. Thank you so very much for chilling with us and watching this podcast with us. You guys are amazing. We love the support that you guys give.
So much.
And what's our next podcast going to be on?
We'll think about it. Yeah, I
I need to think about it
because there's a
too.
lot of ones that I want to do, so I don't want to decide on it just yet.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So just be on the lookout for our next one. You guys are awesome. Take
Bye.
it easy. Bye.
Do